Live from the CSI Outdoor Track and Field Complex on the campus of the College of Staten Island, CSI Sportsnet welcomes you into NCAA Division II women's soccer coverage on the ECC network. In today's non-conference matchup, the College of Staten Island Dolphins host the Chargers of Dominican University of New York. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Joe Foreman, and I will be on the broadcast with you solo here this afternoon as the College of Staten Island hosts its first soccer doubleheader of the 2024 season. In our first matchup, the 0-1-1 Dolphins take on the 1-1 Chargers. That is our women's soccer game today. Coming up next, men's soccer will host Bloomfield College as the Dolphins renew their rivalry with the Bears. As for women's soccer, today's matchup against the Chargers will be their first meeting ever against Dominican University of New York on the soccer pitch. The Dolphins are coming off a draw on Sunday. That match was played against Felician University. The Dolphins' lone goal belonging to Isabella Radavini. That goal came less than 2 minutes following kickoff. That lead stood until into the second half when the Golden Falcons got even. That knotted up the score at 1, and that score would stand the rest of the way. Following the win, in which she made 7 saves, or I should say 8 saves, Brianna Dorr earned East Coast Conference Defensive Player of the Week honors, the first weekly accolade that the Dolphins have earned on the soccer pitch for the women this season. Also appearing on the East Coast Conference weekly honor roll was Isabella Radavini, who scored the Dolphins' lone goal in their first week of play and led the team in shots, including 5 shots, all on goal against the Golden Falcons on Sunday. In that same game, Nadia Evela picked up her first assist of the season, that coming, of course, on the Radavini goal. As for the Chargers, they lost to Long Island University in their season opener. That game was played on the same day that the Dolphins played their season opener last Thursday. However, on Saturday, the Chargers bounced back against another ECC program in St. Thomas Aquinas College. They won that game 2-0 and improved to 1-1 on the season. As I mentioned before, they meet the Dolphins for the first time this season here this afternoon. So with starting lineup soon to be introduced out on the pitch, I will bring you the starting lineup for both teams, beginning first with the visiting Chargers of Dominican University. I do apologize in advance. No pronunciation guide, so I'm going to do the best with what we have. Starters for the Chargers in numerical order: number 7, Caitlin Zeeb; number 8, Sabine Sorensen; number 9, Logan Valdez; number 10, Isabella Wysocki; number 12, Jaden Hagerstrom; number 14, Gabriella Wysocki; number 16, Kelly Harris; number 18, Nicolette Brunner; number 21, Emily Stockel; number 26, Grace Sasinski; and number 99, Nellie Arvidsson. Starters for the College of Staten Island in numerical order: number 1, Sarah Villacrest; number 2, Rachel Charsky; number 4, Emily Albano; number 8, Nadia Evela; number 10, Isabella Radavini; number 16, Emily Nagel; number 18, Kelly Buckley; number 19, Riley Hammond; number 20, Ariel Uwe; number 21, Caitlin Thompson; and number 29, Taryn Hilke. Notably absent from the Dolphins starting lineup today, Megan Marr. She is not in uniform, so she will not start today's game. No word on what the reason for her absence is. She is, however, with the team on the bench, just not dressed ahead of today's game. So I'd be remiss as well ahead of today's game if I didn't mention that 23 years ago today, the world changed forever with the events of September 11th, 2001. Ahead of today's game, we will have a moment of silence in remembrance of all of those who lost their lives on that day and as a result of the events which followed. So a moment of silence coming up in remembrance of those who lost their lives on September 11th, followed by the introduction of starting lineups and the playing of the national anthem here at Dolphins Soccer Park, or I should say, right up the hill from Dolphins Soccer Park as we play today's game at the Track and Field Complex. So Dolphins and Chargers coming up next. We'll step aside and take a quick 3-minute break. When we come back, kickoff in this NCAA Division II women's soccer non-conference matchup. Joe Foreman back with you from the CSI Outdoor Track and Field Complex right up the hill from Dolphin Soccer Park as we get set for kickoff in today's non-conference matchup between the College of Staten Island Dolphins and the Dominican University of New York Chargers. Dolphins, of course, out of the East Coast Conference. The Chargers out of the CACC, the Central Atlantic Collegiate Conference. Dolphins come in with a record of 0-1-1. The Chargers at 1-1, already with a victory over another ECC program in St. Thomas Aquinas College. Dolphins playing their second match here at home this season. Their first came last week. They then hit the road on Sunday against Felician University. They lost the game here at home last week and earned a draw against the Golden Falcons on Sunday. I have noted since our last broadcast that my perspective is opposite that of our viewers at home. So the Dolphins on the screen of our viewers at home will be attacking left to right. From my perspective, they'll be attacking right to left, and of course vice versa for the Chargers, who are wearing their black uniforms with white numbers and white sleeves. The Dolphins in the all-Columbia blue with white numbers as we are underway from the College of Staten Island. Chargers quickly send it up the pitch off the foot of Wysocki. That ball rolls down toward the corner. Waiting for it was Albano. She redirects toward the far side. That pass intercepted. The Dolphins looking to maintain possession, and they do. Hammond up ahead. Nagel into the midfield for Evola. Evola for streaking Radavini. Radavini moving in down the wing. Radavini has a step toward the touchline. Sends one on goal and wide. Early shot attempt for Isabella Radavini. She struck very quickly on Sunday, scoring less than 2 minutes in. That shot taken from a tough angle and sails wide of the frame. Chargers have it now. They work it into the midfield. Throw in Dominican here, as that was redirected over the far side by Dolphin. Now, it's the far side relative to me. It is the near side relative to the camera. I'll have to get that noted mentally as well. It's not often we call games from a perspective opposite the camera. Also, the camera does shake quite a bit because of activity in the bleachers. Not much we can do about that. We are going to try and switch to a heavy-duty tripod in the second half and perhaps keep that camera anchored a bit better. But the camera shaking is a result of movement in the bleachers around our tripod. Not much that can be done about that. We do have a second camera along the near side. When play gets close to the goals and a tight space, we'll get you a closer look. We also have replays available from our second camera. Replays are captured via both of our live looks, one along the near side and one on the far side. As the Chargers tried to center that ball, that's sent toward goal. And Villacrest will let it roll right up to her foot, where she will scoop it up. Sarah Villacrest got the start in goal for the Dolphins on Thursday. Despite the 5 goals allowed, she did not have a poor game. She faced an onslaught of chances from the Caldwell University Cougars, another CACC program, team the Chargers are very familiar with. This is Hagerstrom across midfield. Strong pass onto the foot of Wysocki, directed the other way. Harris able to keep it with Dominican here. They work it across their back line toward the near side where Wysocki was waiting. Ball back in the center of the pitch. Sorensen may have been thinking about sending it a long way. Check that. That was Valdez. This is Brunner. She just got that away, redirected by Wysocki. And Stocco lost it to Evola and the Dolphins, but CSI nearly gave it away. Thompson plays it toward the near side, but there's nobody there. And the Chargers will throw in. Radavini with the challenge. Pass made up the near side. That one intercepted, but once again, spilled out of play by the Dolphins. Another throw in here for the Chargers. Taking a short way. Stocco played it into the middle, but that long shot's well wide. Goal kick Staten Island. Villacrest will take that goal kick short to Buckley. Buckley got limited minutes for the Dolphins last year. Now a regular starter. This is Albano. Into the midfield off the foot of Evela. Evela continues to pursue it. Thompson now has it. She finds Nagel. Nagel wanted Hilke, but the window wasn't there. And the Dolphins will regroup. Uwe through the legs of a defender. That one went right through the legs of Hagerstrom, who eventually does intercept. This is Wysocki. She sends it toward the back for Sorensen. Sorensen across the midfield stripe, plays it near side. Wysocki trying to thread the needle there. Did find the foot of Harris. And now here come the Chargers into the attacking third. That's played toward the middle, and it rolls just wide of goal. It's then sent over the frame and out of play for a Dolphins goal kick.
Hey, stay high, Black, stay high!
That ball traveled.
Grace, you can be on the line, Grace! Step up!
That ball crossed right in front of goal into a dangerous spot.
Press now, press now!
Chargers could not cross it in the other direction if the Dolphins give it away in the midfield. Chance here for Dominican once again in the attacking third. That ball intended for Hagerstrom, but she will not get there. Too strong on the pass. And the Dolphins will have another goal kick. This time Villacrest will look to send this kick a bit further. The wind against her in this first half. The wind was a big factor on Thursday. It wasn't as windy when the men played on Saturday. Equally calm here today. We've had 3 home matches so far this year. All have been met with absolutely gorgeous weather.
Hey, pitch in here, pitch it.
That did not remain the case following the game on Saturday. After breakdown, we had a torrential downpour on Staten Island, but that cleared up pretty quickly and did not affect the game. As Radavini gets a body on it in between 2 Chargers, she is sprinting forward, and it's cleared away by Arvidsson. Dangerous moment there for the Chargers. Radavini always a threat to track a ball down and get a shot off. That time, she was met by the goalkeeper for Dominican and denied a shot opportunity. Once again, the Chargers send it over the near side, keeping our ball runner Patrick Fleming busy over there. Dolphins will throw toward the box. It's over Hilke. Dominican tries to clear it. It's headed in the air. The Dolphins hoping for a chance. Evela got a foot on it. Thompson tried to play it near side. She's taken down. Good strong challenge there to dispossess Thompson. And Thompson with a push is whistled for the foul. Brianna McCuckey waiting to check in. She's at the scorer's table. My Sportsnet colleague Nick Bavona on stats today, alongside Stephanie Smallridge operating our official clock. I expect to be solo for much of the remainder of this season. It just simply didn't work well with a statistician minus a spotter on opening weekend. We had to call the audible. So I'll be spending much of the season on the air solo here at the soccer complex, also the outdoor track and field complex. Still very awkward not to call this facility Dolphins Soccer Park, as the Chargers look to play it toward the corner. Too strong. That ball intended for Zeeb. Charsky will throw here for the Dolphins. Throw taken short immediately. Possession won by the Chargers. And a good play by Buckley to take it back for the Dolphins. Still Dominican fighting to keep it, and they will. Wysocki toward the corner. Chance here for potential cross. Ball played in front. Uwe is there, and she clears into the midfield for Hilke. Sprinting down was Valdez to get ahead on it. Good play. And Buckley again with a good tackle. Wins possession for the Dolphins. Now Nagel. Nagel in the air. Hilke the nearest Dolphin. Two Chargers retreat toward it, and they play it to Arvidsson. Arvidsson, with Hilke lurking, gets it away. Sorensen toward the near side. This is Zeeb. She was challenged by Charsky, has a step, gets past Albano now. Zeeb had the cross blocked, perhaps a shot attempt. Either way, it rolls harmlessly into the arms of Sarah Villacrez. Good work by Zeeb up that wing to try and generate a chance, but nothing doing. That pass intercepted by the Chargers in the midfield, taken back by the Dolphins. And Dominican ends up with it again. Here comes Wysocki, left-footed shot, skips and is saved. Down goes a Dolphin, and the follow-up opportunity is whistled off, as I believe we had a foul there. Zeeb bearing down, and Charsky was spilled to the turf. Officially, it's going to be a free kick for the Dolphins following the foul. Villacrez taking the free kick. That one hardly reached the midfield on the foot of Zeeb, but she plays it straight to Buckley. Buckley facing pressure, maintains possession, and gives it up to Uwe. Uwe just got it away for Nagel. Nagel tries to get it away, and it was partially blocked again. Possession with Dominican. This is Valdez. Valdez works toward the midfield stripe and gives it up for Sorensen. Sorensen back to Valdez. She works ahead and finds the foot of Albano. That was Hammond doing a good job shielding Stockel off the ball. But Dominican wins it in the midfield. That one off the head of Charsky. Now Radovini gives it up to Charsky. Charsky surveys, overshoots Hilke, and the Chargers have it. They cross midfield with it. Slasinski sent it toward the corner, but it rolls out of play over the touchline. As I mentioned before, Brianna McCuckey checks in, and she will replace Gabriella Wysocki. Dolphins, in their first game here at home anyway, didn't make many changes in the first half. They went, but they're starting 11, if I'm not mistaken, for almost the entire half. I don't believe they made a substitution in the first half of that game. Without Megan Marr today, perhaps a bit shorthanded. Once again, Villacrez will send this one out toward midfield. Got a lot more on it with the punt. The wind has also calmed down significantly as well, as that ball rolls out of play. Throw in Staten Island. Uwe will throw. Hilke headed it toward Thompson. Nagel takes it away. Nagel toward the center of the pitch, and a good foot there by Sorensen, preventing Thompson from making a play on that ball. Those two are in a foot race, and the Dolphins will have to reset here. CSI into the midfield. Evela back to Hammond. Hammond through ball for Uwe. Uwe sprinting down the far side. Sends it middle. It was deflected. The Chargers looking to turn, and they do, but Uwe sprinting back toward her position in the back was able to take it away. Uwe, we know, is capable of coming down from her position in the back and joining the offensive attack. We saw it last year. Had a three-point game. That was the highlight of her season. Did a lot of great work for the Dolphins in other games as well, but that by far her strongest effort offensively last year. And now the Chargers look to move forward on the attack. Wysocki trying to work around a challenge and sent it just wide. I think that was far closer than any of the Dolphins expected. Villacrest had no play on it. If that ball had been tucked inside of the far post, there would have been nothing she could have done. Good work there by Isabella Wysocki to get a shot. Kendall McGregor does check in for Dominican. She replaces Grace Lasinski. 2 early substitutions for Dominican. Dolphins still with their starting 11 out there as that's headed toward the midfield. Harris got to it for the Chargers. Evola battling against Stockhill. The Chargers do win possession. And that one sent just ahead of McGregor. That could have been a dangerous moment for the Dolphins there. Ball played far side. This is Brunner. Brunner sprinting forward. Nagel in pursuit. She sends one toward the center of the pitch. Wysocki there, working. Center of the pitch, shot! Saved off the bar and in. Villacrest got the mitts on it, but it deflects off the bar and in. Isabella Wysocki had a chance just moments ago, and she makes no mistake on that last opportunity. Villacrest nearly got to it, but off the dive, it deflected off of her gloves, off the post, and in. As the Dolphins now trail 1-0. Isabella Wysocki, with the Dominican goal, has put her team in front. It was Brunner on the assist of the Wysocki goal. And the Chargers go in front 1-0. Dolphins draw a foul in the midfield and take the free kick short. This is Villacrest. Over to Buckley. Buckley, good ball for Thompson. Thompson toward Hilke. Hilke shielded off the ball nicely by Sorensen. Denied a scoring chance. Good ball by Buckley. No scoring chance comes from it for the Dolphins as I am listening into the conversation over at the stats desk right now. Up the near side come the Chargers. Perhaps another chance brewing here. And another good defensive play by Buckley on the tackle. Able to dispossess Zeeb there. Dolphins have some room here. This is Nagel. And she wanted Radavini, but that pass intercepted easily by Valdez. Valdez moving forward. This is Brunner. She plays it back to Wysocki. Working toward the center of the pitch. She sends it ahead. Bit too strong. Villacrest was ready. Zeeb the nearest attacker. Now Charsky up the near side. Looking for Radavini, who turns nicely. Keeps possession. Waits for some fellow attackers. Hammond sent that one right off of Wysocki. And that allows the Chargers to regain possession. Ball played toward the center of the pitch in front of the Dominican goal. Valdez now works it far side and receives it right back. Valdez moving forward. Plays it across midfield. Zeeb waiting, has some space. She may look to play this one ahead. She avoids a challenge from Charsky. Still dribbling forward. Sent the shot off of Buckley. That's blocked. And Nagel with what looked to be a potential pass, perhaps a clearance. Sent that one off of a charger, and Dominican once again has possession. They'll have to start over from in front of their own net. They work it up the near side, and that pass was broken up by Charsky. Chargers will throw in here. Once again, they have it in the midfield, looking to move into the attacking third. Sorensen working ahead quickly. Able to find the foot of McGregor. McGregor in heavy traffic gave it up, and that shot is sent high and wide. Stockel with that last shot. Off target.
Stay in high, Black. Stay in high.
This is Albano. Buckley. Now Nagel pressured from behind, just got it away. Evola in traffic. Finds Buckley again. Albano also pressured. McGregor a pest right now. Dolphins finally work it out of their own end and send it across midfield. Thompson has a long way to go, but she won't get there as Valdez is first to it. Arvidsson working it toward the near side. Radavini bearing down. And here come the Chargers. Up the near side, looking to turn with Zeeb, and she commits the foul. So it will be a Dolphins throw. No foul whistled. Really tough to make out exactly where that sideline is from field level on the opposite side. Dolphins throw off the body of Hilke and taken by the Chargers. Valdez near side for Brunner. Wysocki over to McCuckey and back to Brunner into the midfield. Wysocki. Wysocki works toward the midfield stripe, sends it up ahead. Zeeb, the nearest attacker, she has a step. Charsky got a foot on it, and Albano with the tackle takes it away. Albano moving forward, looking for somewhere to go, and that's a poor pass. Valdez with the interception. Stockel, shot, wide. And Villacrest will let that one go.
Go ahead, have it.
Goal kick, Staten Island. Dolphins still trail by a goal here. Dolphins generated a shot within, I believe, the first 60 seconds or so. Once again, it was Isabella Radavini, among the conference leaders in shots last year, the Dolphins leader in shots in 2023. And early in this game, has the lone Dolphin shot attempt. This is Dominican with possession, crossing midfield. Good job there by the Dolphins along the far side defensively to take it away. And once again, Valdez shielding Hilke off the ball, not giving her any lane to make a run. Possession right back with the Chargers. Dolphins, in the games we've covered here at home, have had a really tough time getting the ball on the foot of their forwards. Down to the turf goes Hammond. She was fouled. Free kick, Staten Island.
Kendall, say hi, Kendall. Kendall, say hi.
Charsky will take the free kick.
Don't let him come back again. Get away, get away, get away.
Up the pitch is Brunner. Stopping short there was McCuckey. Brunner has it back. Harris. Back to Brunner. Sorensen nearly gave it away. I might get my first touch, but not to be. That ball headed right for me. Harris cut it off. You might be able to make out our setup. somewhere near the top of the screen along the far side. I'm seated right at field level. Called the first 2 games standing. That didn't quite work for me. This is Valdez. Valdez once again works it toward the far side. Brunner passes on the first touch for Harris. Harris circles back, threads the needle with that pass. Good ball in between a pair of Dolphins. But that pass intercepted by Uwe, who was fouled on the tackle by McCuckey. Uwe has it taken away by McGregor. Buckley there. And you might be able to hear the instruction from the Dominican bench urging the Chargers to keep pressing. And it paid off there as Isabella Castro will check in for the Dolphins. Castro replaces Nadia Evela. Throw in for the Dolphins. Sent right back into the CSI bench. It will be a Chargers throw. McGregor sends it past the foot of Harris. That one almost whiffed on in the back by Sorensen. And Radavini was there waiting. Valdez up ahead for Wysocki. Now Brunner along the far side, plays it into the midfield. McGregor had her pass broken up. Hilke nearly got there, challenging Harris, and instead the Chargers will work it toward the near side now. Hagerstrom for Harris. Midfield. Stockel tried to play it far side. Ball just a bit off target. And Brunner unable to keep it in. That whistle, I believe, came from the lines judge along this far sideline. Awfully close. The Dolphins will certainly take the benefit of that whistle. And Uwe will try and switch play toward the near side. Radavini there. And she's got it in the corner, a bit strong on the touch. And the Chargers will take possession back. Zeeb working into the midfield. Nagel there for the Dolphins. Pass intercepted by Hammond. Hammond for Radavini. Right back to Hammond. A bit strong, that ball, but it was cleared away by the Chargers. Dolphins will have a throw-in from deep in the attacking third. There hasn't been much activity down in this area of the pitch thus far. Dolphins still with just a lone shot attempt. That came in the opening minute. Throw straight into the box over everybody. And just like that, the Chargers have it back. The Dolphins looking to change that here. Could not. Off the volley. And Castro gives it away. She had it with some room. And now the Chargers look to counter. Wysocki up the near side. Zeeb. She sends one toward goal. And wide of the post, it rolls over the touchline for a Dolphins goal kick. And you have to wonder, with the way the shots and crosses have traveled just wide of the post along what is the far sideline relative to our camera, you have to wonder if Villacrest perhaps cheats that way a bit as this game progresses. That's where a lot of the shots and a lot of what appear to be cross attempts have gone, coming awfully close toward finding that area of the net. That's also, of course, where the goal was scored. Dolphins will throw from in front of their own bench here. And that is headed into the Chargers bench. Throw in Staten Island once again. That finds the foot of Hilke. Now Thompson for Nagel. Nagel back to Hammond. Hammond, near side, Uwe. Uwe for Hilke, who avoids a challenge. Wanted Radavini, pass a bit too strong, but Nagel looks like she'll be able to run it down. Charsky for Castro. Castro was dispossessed, but once again the Dolphins will have a throw-in coming up. We approach 16 minutes to go in the first half. Off the throw-in, the Chargers have it again. Radavini closing in on goal, gets a foot on it, and Arvidsson dives back on top of it. Radavini nearly able to take it away from the goalkeeper. That was awfully close. Dangerous moment there for the Chargers as the Dolphins are looking for the equalizer. Valdez given some room here. Dolphins right now backpedaling toward midfield. That ball into the midfield finds Stockel, but right back to Valdez. Albano cuts off Zeeb. And we have a whistle for a foul as Albano went down. Free kick Staten Island. Substitutions on both sides. Sophia Stahl will check in for the Chargers, and Chloe Ludwig will check in for the Dolphins. That ball headed toward the far side and up onto our tent. Throw in Staten Island. Throw goes to Hilke. This is Hammond. Back to Albano. Albano, as has been the case throughout her entire career, has played some big minutes early in this season. That ball partially deflected. Dolphins throw taken quickly. And that one travels straight past me. Another Dolphins throw-in coming up. Castro will throw. She's looking for Thompson. It's bodied away. Harris was the first to it. And now the Chargers look to regroup. They work it toward the near side. Radavini pressuring. Strong pass. Pinballs around in some traffic, but Dominican will keep it. Chargers work it toward the center of the pitch as Valdez approaches the midfield. Far side, this is Brunner. Brunner look to send it across the midfield stripe. Not a good pass. And now Radavini moving ahead. Radavini, strong tackle. She avoids the challenge. Radavini turns back the other way and finds Uwe. Uwe pressured by McGregor. Gives it to Albano. Albano for Thompson. Thompson. Forced back again. This is Buckley for Hammond. Now Charsky unable to keep it in. And the Chargers will throw. Brunner will throw. Zeeb working toward the center of the pitch. Ludwig got her body in there, knocked it down. Thompson hoping to send this away, perhaps to turn. She was taken down. Radavini does keep it along the near side. Ludwig working toward the center of the pitch, sends one toward goal, but nobody home. Tough to tell that was a shot attempt. I'd presume so. There was no blue jersey in the area. Maybe an attempted through ball. Either way, it rolls harmlessly over the touchline. Goal kick coming up for the Chargers. Clock has been stopped here. And it looks like we're going to have a substitution or perhaps just a break for some water in this spot. I believe Emily Rath just checked in. A conversation going on right now between the head referee and the Chargers bench. That conversation comes to an end as play resumes. The clock continues running. Buckley for Hilke. Now Ludwig. Ludwig plays Thompson through. She has a step moving in, and Thompson scores. Caitlin Thompson, with her first goal as a Dolphin, nets the equalizer, and Staten Island has leveled the score at 1-1. We'll get a look at it on replay in just a few moments as that attack got started quickly off of what was a Chargers goal kick. The clock was stopped. It was Chargers possession. And with a takeaway in the midfield, the Dolphins turn it into a scoring chance and generate their first goal here at home this year. It's off the foot of Caitlin Thompson. And we are even at 1. Chargers very quickly moving to the attacking third off the goal, wasting no time following kickoff. And the Dolphins send it over the far side. It will be a Dominican throw.
Dolphins goal scored by number 21, Caitlin Thompson.
Dolphins making a substitution here. Ava Rodriguez in, placing Rachel Charsky. That ball chipped towards Zeeb. Villacrest got there. The ball is loose and cleared by Ariel Uwe. So we saw very quickly off a goal kick, the Dolphins generate a scoring chance. It turns into their first goal of the afternoon. Following the ensuing kickoff, the Chargers very quickly generated a chance. And now, off the throw, Dominican still has it. McGregor plays it back toward the near side. It's sent toward the center of the pitch, headed by the Dolphins and cleared by Thompson. Headed the other way by the Chargers. And this will find the foot of Zeeb along the far side. She works into the attacking third, center of the pitch, given space, left-footed shot, well wide.
This is not just the blood player going back in. No, it was for blood.
So Emily Rath returns to the bench, allowing Kelly Harris to return. She left the game with some blood earlier. Looks like she has some tape on that left leg now. Goal kick Staten Island. If I'm reading the clock correctly, we were inside of 10 minutes to go in the first half, right about the 9:20 mark or so. Pretty close. Ball in the corner now. Zeeb, perhaps thinking about a cross, denied. Harris joining the attack down there in the corner. Ludwig trying to keep it in. She does. Nearly got that to Radavini. Just a bit off the mark, and it's out of play for a Chargers throw. Radavini didn't think so. And now this will be a Dolphins throw. Buckley. Back to Albano. Albano has McGregor closing in, sends it a long way up the near side. Rodriguez, the nearest attacker. Ball now in the midfield. Nice job by Thompson to win it. She found Rodriguez, now Uwe. Uwe for Hilke. Hilke tried to redirect it toward Rodriguez, but couldn't do so. Hammond now has it. Hammond toward the far side. This is Castro. Castro for Hilke. And the Chargers now possess it. Wysocki into the attacking third. Finds Zeeb. Zeeb working toward the center of the pitch again. Moving in. Shot was blocked. Albano got a piece. This is Rodriguez. Had it taken away. Hammond will get it back to her here. Rodriguez up the near side with that sliding pass attempt. It's still rolling in play. And finally, it will roll over the touchline for a Chargers throw. Throw taken. And bodied out of play by the Chargers. So the Dolphins earn a throw. Uwe, known for taking long throws. Look to play it toward the box. And she will be in the mix again here, but the Chargers do gain possession as they work toward the midfield. Ludwig intercepts. Hilke for Thompson. Thompson for Ludwig. Ludwig somehow was able to maintain her footing, and she was fouled. So the Dolphins with a free kick here. Thompson sends it toward goal and over the crossbar. Not a bad effort on that strike. From a fairly long way out. About 6 minutes to go in this first half. Dolphins and Chargers are knotted up at 1 goal per side, as Dominican will concede a throw here. Hilke for Castro, not much room to work with, and she will throw again. Castro for Rodriguez. Rodriguez pressuring, and she committed a foul. Immediately takes responsibility for that whistle, throwing her hand up in the air. Chargers looking to escape their own end here. The Dolphins have applied some pressure since the goal. Turning quickly was Stahl, but she's forced to play it back near side. Long ball up the pitch. Wysocki there. She looks to work toward the center of the pitch, but a strong challenge by Uwe, able to dispossess her. Dolphins have it now. This is Ludwig working toward the midfield stripe, plays it ahead for Radavini. Radavini sizing up her marker, and now she works toward the inside, avoids a challenge, gets it away, but the pass was intercepted. Chargers sent 3 different defenders at Radavini there during that sequence, as Buckley gets a good bounce right back onto her foot off that initial touch. Albano toward the near side for Uwe. Now Hammond. Hammond back to Buckley. Buckley across the midfield stripe. Hilke unable to turn. It's taken away, and now Wysocki moving in. Chance here for the Chargers. Zeeb gets to it. Albano closing in. Strong challenge. And she's able to dispossess Zeeb. With that, the Dolphins do concede a corner kick. Corner kick upcoming. Here in the closing minutes of this first half, score tied at 1. Off the corner, it will be a Staten Island goal kick. Not much coming from that corner kick attempt as I had to mute my microphone to communicate with the crew. This is Villacrest. Villacrest sends that one into the midfield. Thompson was waiting for that ball to come down, and she's whistled for the handball. Thompson waiting for that ball to come down before making a play on it. Might have been the difference there between the opportunity for a challenge and getting away with it cleanly. With that, the whistle for the handball, that is. Chargers earn a free kick inside the midfield circle. Time winding down in this first half. Chargers have put the pressure on these last couple of trips down the pitch. Zeeb in traffic was met by Ludwig. Radavini got to it for the Dolphins. And the Chargers earn the throw. Taken quickly. McGregor got it away to Zeeb. Wysocki working around a pair of Dolphins. Wysocki has it back again. Hagerstrom back to Sorensen. Sorensen had that ball blocked. Rodriguez giving chase, chips it in the air. Over the touchline, throw in Chargers. One minute to go in the first half. Potential chance here. Shot beneath the crossbar and in. Caitlin Zeeb in heavy traffic with the left-footed shot. Put it just beneath the crossbar. Villacrest didn't have a chance, and it's 2-1 Chargers in the closing seconds of half number 1. Very quickly off of the throw from the near side, the Chargers worked it back into the box. Zeeb has been right in the middle of so many scoring chances in this game. And finally she cashes in as the Chargers go back in front by a goal. The Dolphins hoping for a chance to change that before halftime, but they won't get it here. Hagerstrom had it, and that was sent into the corner by the Dolphins. Dominican will let that one roll, resulting in a goal kick, and this will likely do it for the first half. The Chargers can take their time here, and this should bring us to halftime.
10, 9, 8,
Final 10 seconds
7,
will
6,
wind off the
5,
clock.
4,
Dolphins
3,
will
2,
feign pressure,
1.
and that will do it for half number 1. Goals for the Chargers: Caitlin Zeeb, Isabella Wysocki. On the side of the Dolphins, Caitlin Thompson with her first goal as a member of this CSI squad. And with that, we head into the halftime break. Our score: the Chargers 2 and the Dolphins 1. When we come back, the second half from the CSI Outdoor Track and Field Complex. And we are back from the CSI Outdoor Track and Field Complex for the start of the second half between the College of Staten Island and Dominican University of New York. The Chargers took a 2-1 lead on a goal late in that first half off the foot of Caitlin Zeeb. The other goal for Dominican belonging to Isabella Wysocki. The Lone Dolphins goal belonging to Caitlin Thompson. The assist on that Dolphins goal went to Chloe Ludwig, so a pair of first-year Dolphins connecting for the first CSI goal on their home turf this year. Thompson has it. She redirects for Evela, who chips it in the air. Rodriguez sprinting in and is beaten to the spot by Arvidsson. Arvidsson quickly rolls it ahead onto the foot of Gabriella Wysocki. That's sent up in the air through the midfield. It ends up with Albano, who plays it back to Villacrest. And Villacrest nearly gave it away. And in big trouble. She is fortunate to see that shot go wide and well high. McGregor has been a pest for the Dolphins on that press, and Zeeb has been so heavily involved in helping the Chargers generate scoring chances as the Dolphins commit a bad giveaway there. Zeeb making a bid for her second and is flagged for offsides. Dolphins awfully sloppy to open up this second half. Giveaway by the goalkeeper, a giveaway in front of their own net, and two tremendous scoring chances go by the wayside for the Chargers. Villacrest over Evela and off the body of Sorensen. Zeeb tried to play it back. It was intercepted. Thompson with a step. Looking for Rodriguez. Rodriguez tracks it down. Gives it up to Evela. Pressure coming from behind. Thompson back to Evela, who wanted Radavini. Pass was broken up. Evela will shoot, and Evela scores! Just inside of the post. Nadia Evela has tied the score at 2. The Dolphins move the ball around in heavy traffic. Evela wanted Radavini on the initial pass. She got it back on her foot, and with the right-footed strike, she puts it inside of the post, beating Arvidsson for goal number 2. And the Dolphins are back even. First of the season for Evela, who now has a goal and an assist. And CSI has leveled it at 2 goals apiece here in the early going in the second half. Less than 3 minutes gone by in half number 2 has seen the Dolphins drawn even. Radavini plays it with the body, sends it back to Charsky. Charsky circles toward her own goal, finds Albano. The Chargers continue to pressure here. Ludwig gets tied up with Wysocki and commits the foul. Dolphins have had issues with their passing now down around the penalty area early in the second half. Despite a bit of a rough start to the half, CSI with the first goal in half number 2. Chargers now threatening to get one back on this free kick. When the Dolphins had a free kick in a very similar spot, Thompson elected to shoot it. Wysocki and Valdez both lined up over the ball. Dolphins with a wall of 2, Hammond and Evela stationed not too far away from the ball set on the pitch is Caitlin Thompson, the official, telling her to back up. And we're ready for the free kick. Wysocki toward goal and high. Goal kick Staten Island as that free kick attempt sailed over the crossbar. Dolphins getting set, awaiting this goal kick, and that one was shanked. Villacrest sends it over the far side, and the Chargers earn a throw taken quickly, bodied by Charsky. She finds Evela in traffic. Evela just got it away. Albano back to Villacrest. Here comes McGregor again. Villacrest sends it away past Radavini and onto the foot of Ludwig. Ludwig toward Evela and Thompson, intercepted by the Chargers. This is Wysocki, center of the pitch. She sent one toward the box. Zeeb was there. It's knocked down and headed again by Stahl. Zeeb working against Charsky, dribbling toward the touchline. She crosses one. Far post and sent in! A great ball by Zeeb sets up another Chargers goal. Dominican back in front, 3-2. It is Brianna McCuckey on the goal. She was waiting along that far post, right on the doorstep, and she blasts it past Villacrest, who didn't have a chance. The Dolphins shanked the goal kick, giving the Chargers a throw, and it cost them. A great ball by Zeeb set up that goal. And McCuckey got absolutely all of it as she put it behind Villacrest. It's 3-2. Less than 6 minutes gone by here in the second half. 2 goals up on the board.
Scored by number 17, Brianna McCuckey.
Here come the Chargers again through the midfield. McGregor found the foot of Sorensen, who just got it away. That ball bouncing into a dangerous spot. Wysocki, challenged by Radavini and Albano, finds Zeeb. And Zeeb sends one straight into the arms of Villacrest. Dolphins got away with a couple of miscues early in the second half. Did not get away with the poor goal kick. And they've been under a lot of pressure from this Chargers attack here in the first few minutes of half number 2. Stahl gave it up for Sorensen, and now Valdez has it. Valdez finds Harris near side. Wysocki continues. And the ball now loose in the corner. Uwe got to it. And they're going to say she got a piece of it. Looked like Uwe was trying to earn the Dolphins a throw along that near side. Instead, it's going to be a throw right alongside the corner flag for Dominican. Wysocki throws short into traffic. And the Chargers did manage to keep it for a moment, but Radavini will clear it among the spectators. Throw again for the Chargers. Into the midfield. This is Valdez. Valdez with a poor pass intercepted by Hammond. Hammond got it away. Radavini in a foot race with Valdez. Radavini has it. And a sliding tackle by the goalkeeper Arvidsson denies Radavini. Radavini got ahead of her marker. She remains down and did not get a shot off. Perhaps we'll get a second look at that play. As Radavini went down hard, she had a quality chance in front of her, and a decisive play by Arvidsson to come off her line. She went in aggressively on the sliding tackle, and we saw in the men's game on Saturday that when the goalkeeper elects to play that aggressively, there's a lot of risk involved. We saw the foul called against the goalkeeper on Saturday in the men's game. The Assumption goalkeeper taking out Miguel Espinoza, awarding him one of 2 penalty kicks that the Dolphins scored on Saturday. Ultimately, they fell 3-2, but were very much in that game, due in large part to that pair of penalty kicks that accounted for all of their goals. Of course, be sure to stay with us through the conclusion of this game and beyond, as we have men's soccer coming up next. The men host Bloomfield College Very familiar opponent to the CSI men's soccer squad, as the women will earn a corner kick here shortly after the foul call, with Radavini taken down. Corner taken toward the top of the box. The ball skips through traffic. Harris trying to find a teammate, instead finds the Dolphins bench. It will be a Dolphins throw. Charsky will take it. Charsky throws toward the box. It's headed in the air. And Harris with a nice play to try and clear it. Ludwig came away with it. Hammond had that ball blocked in the direction of Rodriguez. It comes down again in traffic. Harris looking for some room. Harris still has it. And she sends it off of the scoreboard, which just reset. So the scoreboard had its power knocked out. They're working on that now. We have the official clock on our stats program. All right, great job to get the clock reset by our crew at the table, and the action resumes. First time this season the equipment's been hit by a stray soccer ball. We were almost taken out by a tent lifted in the air from a gust of wind in the first game of the season last Thursday. Wysocki given room. Chargers work at far side. Hagerstrom with a good ball for Zeeb. Zeeb quickly moving forward. Has a step on Albano. Maybe a chance to cross. She sends it in front. And the Dolphins nearly scored on their own net there. Clock has been stopped. There may have been a whistle for a foul before that ball was sent straight toward the Dolphins' goal off the foot of a Dolphins defender. It looked like one of the Dolphins defenders trying to clear it over the touchline, conceding a corner, instead sent it off of another Dolphins back. I'm not sure who it was that was contacted by the ball, but they got hit pretty hard from in close. And fortunately, the whistle stopped play if you're the Dolphins. Good challenge there by Charsky. Now Ludwig will track this ball down. Ludwig works toward the near side. McCuckey, the nearest Charger. Dolphins nearly gave it away, and they do. Hammond takes it back off the intercept. And now Thompson looks to turn, given no room. She's dispossessed. Valdez back to Arvidsson. Arvidsson into the midfield. Harris. Harris looking. Working toward the near side. Plays it there. Wysocki avoids Radavini. Quick stop. And the ball being moved around quickly here by Dominican into the attacking third. Radavini stays with it, and the Dolphins clear into the midfield. Valdez was there waiting, now Wysocki. Still near side. She sends it into the box. McGregor, the nearest attacker. Albano chips it in the air. It's headed back the other way. Albano returns the header, and a shot is saved by Villacres. Albano headed that ball onto the foot of an attacker, and the Chargers wasted no time putting a shot on goal. Villacres will look to punt it. She does. Short of midfield, but Hammond comes away with it. That ball knocked up in the air. Evola looking to continue forward. Chips it toward Radavini. Radavini had it knocked away. And that will roll over the touchline. Dolphins will throw. Emily Nagel back in for the Dolphins. replacing Chloe Ludwig. It looks like Ariel Uwe is set up to throw, which means a potential long throw could be coming. And there it is, deep into the corner. The wind probably didn't help, but the Chargers headed out of play. The wind blowing left to right relative to our camera position. Throw taken quickly. Chipped in the air and back toward Uwe, and Uwe will throw again. Uwe, long throw into the box. Rodriguez, the nearest Dolphin, nearly got a piece. That was whiffed on by Uwe. Wysocki in pursuit. And the Dolphins concede a throw. Initially, CSI thought they may get to throw. That was not the case. Contact there. And a Dolphins throw. A lot of contact between Uwe and McCuckey. Chargers don't get the call, and more contact. This time, the whistle does come. And a Charger is down here. Fallen Charger was Sophia Stahl. Free kick Dominican. We approach 30 minutes to go here in the second half. Quick pass on the first touch off target on the attempt by Hagerstrom. The Dolphins again being pressured toward their own goal. Charsky along the touchline. She has it back now, tries to clear, and instead finds the foot of Harris. Harris may shoot this. Instead, finds Wysocki. Wysocki dribbles through traffic. Now Zeeb along the touchline. Cross toward goal. Villacrest punches. The ball loose. And Hammond clears it over the far side. Quick throw. Zeeb tried to chip it in the air. This time Rodriguez will clear. Another throw coming for the Chargers. The pressure remains very much on the Dolphins here. That ball through traffic, tracked down along the touchline, and it is going to be a goal kick. The Dolphins certainly appeared to think that a corner was upcoming. They were getting ready for a corner. Instead, they were awarded the goal kick. And if you're CSI, that relieves a bit of the pressure here. Ball headed toward the midfield. Wysocki up ahead to McCuckey, who sent it right over to Hammond. Thompson got rid of it quickly. Evola up ahead for Rodriguez. A good ball. Rodriguez sprinting in. Look to turn back toward the inside. Finds Thompson. Bending ball is wide and kept in along the touchline by Arvidsson. A lot of curve on that shot by Caitlin Thompson. It was well wide, but Arvidsson was able to keep it in play. Had it been on goal, she would have gotten there. Hagerstrom for Wysocki, looking for Zeeb. That ball rolling toward the touchline, and she does have enough to get to it. Albano dispossesses her. Albano continuing to shield Zeeb off the ball. Tried to send it off of her, could not. And the Dolphins concede a corner. Albano did a good job defensively, just couldn't clear it away. Corner kick, Chargers. Isabella Wysocki will take it. Zeeb working her way toward the corner as that is headed by a Dolphin. And Wysocki will cross it to an attacker offsides. Sorensen, the guilty party. And the Dolphins earn a free kick. We approach 27 minutes to go here in the second half. Dolphins trail 3-2. It's been a back and forth game on the scoreboard, but the Chargers have gotten the better of possession and scoring chances. Dolphins' best opportunity in the second half outside of their goal came on a ball intended for Isabella Radavini. She got to it, and a strong tackle by Nellie Arvidsson denied her a shot attempt. That was a big play here in the second half. Keep this a one-goal game. Here comes Hagerstrom up the far side. Again, Hammond with the intercept. She's done a good job in the passing lanes. Not much has gotten by her. And she'll take a seat here as Taryn Hilke checks in. Throw in Dolphins. Charsky over Rodriguez with the throw. Hagerstrom sends it away. Albano waiting. Albano up ahead to Nagel. This ball rolls all the way back to Uwe. Off the foot of Nagel. Now Radavini turns along the near side, has a step. Radavini for Hilke. Hilke has Radavini off the deflection, and her shot is just wide. Radavini with a strong strike there, just a bit wide. I think that one was at the right height. I think she kept it beneath the crossbar, but she sent it just a bit wide. Evelyn nearly intercepted there. The Dolphins pressuring now. That ball rolling weakly toward the near side. Dolphins continuing to press, forcing Arvidsson to clear into the midfield. That leaves some room. Wysocki being chased down by Evela. Has Zeeb, but is too strong on that ball. Goal kick, Staten Island. Substitutions coming on. Emily Stockel and Nicolette Brunner check in. That pass intercepted. Now McCuckey keeping it in. Plays it toward the middle for Harris. Harris finds Sorensen. Sorensen, Wysocki. Wysocki to Zeeb. And the flag is up. Offsides. Another free kick for the Dolphins here as we approach the midway point in half number 2. Villacrest over Evela into traffic. Now Zeeb has it again. Working against Charsky. Albano coming over as well. Cross in front. And McCuckey was there again, but this time could not direct it on goal. McCuckey a bit wider of the post on that cross attempt. Was in a bit tighter on the goal. And the Dolphins will take a goal kick here. The leg of Villacrest has been rather busy in this one. A lot of goal kicks, a lot of free kicks for whistles down around the Dolphins' goal. as the Chargers have it again in the midfield. That ball sent up in the air, headed by Buckley. It rolls along the near side. Radavini has it, trying to keep it in. And the Chargers do a nice job to avoid sending it over the sideline. Dominican has possession back now. Arvidsson. Sorensen. Sorensen moves forward, looking, far side. This is Hagerstrom. Hagerstrom nearly dispossessed by Rodriguez. A lot of traffic, and the Dolphins earn a throw. Substitution coming on for the Dolphins. Isabella Castro in for Eva Rodriguez. Forgot to mention earlier as well, Gabriela Castro also not in uniform today. Dolphins down a couple of regular starters in Marr and Castro. Here come the Chargers back the other way. Hagerstrom sends one off of Charsky. Throw in Dominican. Finds McGregor. McGregor gave it right to Evela. May have had some more room to work there than she expected. This ball rolling toward the box. Played toward the keeper. Hilke, the nearest Dolphin. Didn't pressure much. Sorensen for Valdez. Valdez for Harris, gets it right back and plays it near sideline. Valdez for Sorensen. Sorensen moving ahead into the midfield. Has Zeeb. Zeeb works toward the center of the pitch, being given some space. This is Harris. Harris gets into one. Sent it in front. Zeeb is there, and it's cleared away. That's sent in the air, headed by Buckley. Harris got a piece. And Charsky will watch this one roll over the sideline. Chargers throw. Taken toward the corner. Zeeb gives chase. Castro clears. And I think she cleared it to set up a corner kick. And it will be a throw. Throw alongside the corner. No corner kick. And that might be a corner. And it will be. The Chargers have been on the receiving end quite a few corner kicks here in the second half. They've kept the pressure on this Dolphins defense. Villacrest has been busy for the second straight outing here at home. Corner from Wysocki on its way. And that is well behind the frame.
19. Okay, thank you. Sorry, just the angle. All good, all good.
You don't see that much. Once again, goal kick Staten Island. We are inside of 19 minutes to play. Villacrest for Evela. Evela wanted Uwe, too strong on that ball. Chargers have it right back. Harris. Wanted Wysocki. Pinballs around in the midfield. And Harris ends up with it back. That ball sent toward the box, deflected. Wysocki there, and she skies one over the crossbar, well above the frame. going to try and help get our Wi-Fi back here on our stats laptop. Now, do we have the latest subs?
Yeah, I got the sub.
All right, then I'm not worried about the Wi-Fi very much. Let's see. That's headed our way. Okay, you should be reconnected. Give it a try. The life of an SID and athletic communications coordinator. Have to monitor the PA, the broadcast, the live stats, the camera operator, and the engineering desk, all under one umbrella. Job gets a bit easier during basketball season. We're going to make the move this year, bringing our statisticians over to the broadcasting desk. So that should be a lot of fun. Call the game alongside our stats crew. It's a Dolphins free kick. As my attention now returns to the action. Had to make sure they were all set at the stats desk. That ball sent well beyond midfield into the attacking third for the Dolphins, but off the head of Buckley, McGregor pressuring. Albano collided with McGregor, and she's down. Whistle blows, and they will attend to McGregor. So McGregor is going to come out. And Madeline Friedman will check in. It looks like a cramp for McGregor, so that's always best case. Generally speaking, those aren't long term. It's not an overly hot day today, but the temperature certainly rises out there on the pitch. And it's easy for me to say it's not overly hot, as we are nice and comfortable under the shade provided by our covering. With each passing game, we've gotten a bit better at fine-tuning the operation. During game one, we operated with no voice delay on the broadcast. During game two, after we were told that during game one, our voices were a bit ahead of the action, we went to a full second. I think a full second was too much. So with our wireless video being transmitted from across the pitch, our audio is operating at a half-second delay today. Hopefully that's a bit better. Any issues with the video feed, unfortunately, are caused by the fact that it is a wireless feed, and that feed is being transmitted from a fairly long ways away. Not quite as far as the outfield corner in baseball, where we transmitted from during baseball season, but I'd say it's pretty close. So there were substitutions following that stoppage. I mentioned Friedman checked in. Not long before her, Caitlin Tierney checked in. And I think that's all for now. Drop ball favors the Chargers following the injury. We have about 15 and a half minutes to go. Chargers nearly gave that away. Uwe waits for it to come down. Good touch there to maintain control. But that ball for Castro was off target. Quick throw. Redirected toward the midfield stripe. Now Wysocki for Hagerstrom. Back to Sorensen. She sends one with the wind, which has really picked up these last few seconds here. Strongest wind we've had all afternoon. Nagel goes down in pursuit. That was Emily Rath with it. That was redirected and cleared away by Albano. Sorensen waits and sends it to Wysocki along the midfield stripe. Wysocki given some space, dribbling forward. She's looking up the far side. Tierney the nearest attacker, but that ball off target. Goal kick, Dolphins. Sarah Villacrest will send it away. That ball finds the foot of Hammond. She's dispossessed. Tierney for Stockel. Now Hagerstrom, center of the pitch, Wysocki. Wysocki toward the corner. Zeeb there. Charsky got a foot on first. Tried to pass it ahead to Radovini, gave it right back to Dominican. Zeeb won't be able to chase that one down off the foot of Friedman, and the Dolphins earn yet another goal kick. One goal kick after another for the Dolphins for much of the second half. But all we'll take for them is one good chance, and perhaps they can get even once again. The Chargers hope to put this one away with another score. We approach the 13-minute mark here in half number 2. Thompson is onside. The entire Chargers defensive backs group wanted the flag to go up. They did not get it. As Friedman chases toward the corner, does get there. She's working toward the center of the pitch, crosses, and that cross was cleared away by Albano. Wysocki chased it down. Now Sorensen for Wysocki. Wysocki dribbles in, avoids a challenge. Stockel stifled, gives it up. Rath for Zeeb. She gets a step on Uwe, works along the touchline, but ran out of space. Villacrest heaves it ahead. Castro. Hagerstrom came charging down. Thompson has Hilke. Hilke moving into the attacking third. Looking for Radovini. Overshoots her with the pass, but Nagel is there. Nagel, left-footed shot, is in! Emily Nagel with the left foot bends it beneath the crossbar. And the Dolphins have drawn even at 3. On the counter, CSI able to score immediately after what could have been a goal-scoring chance. Villacrest electing to scoop the ball up along the touchline and throw it into the midfield. And you saw that pressure being exerted by the Chargers on Castro. Castro was able to turn quickly, get it away to Thompson. Thompson for Hilke up the near side. And Hilke looking for Radovini instead found Nagel, who put a great shot on goal and bent it just beneath the crossbar. What a game this has been, a back-and-forth affair. The Dolphins have been on their heels defensively for much of this second half. And when they've been given chances, they have capitalized. That one the latest. Emily Nagel with her first goal as a Dolphin has evened the score at 3. Nagel with the goal, Hilke on the assist. As I mentioned, for Nagel, it's her first goal. Hilke with her first helper. Here comes Zeeb toward the touchline. Uwe is there. She blocks the cross. Zeeb being pressured into the corner. And sending it off of Uwe with Zeeb trying to earn that corner kick. Hagerstrom throws short. Wysocki gains position on Ludwig. Nobody home on the cross. Charsky clears. Radavini giving chase. She was met by Brunner. This is Rath. That was blocked. Throw in Chargers. Harris will check in, and Rath will head back to the bench. So Harris gets a quick 5-minute breather and comes back on. This is Wysocki. Into the box. Uwe is there. She knocks it down and plays it ahead for Hammond. Hammond toward Radavini and Hilke, but instead she finds Brunner, and now Brunner wants it up the far side. Brunner wanted Friedman on the pass, too strong. Headed by Radavini. Brunner back to Valdez. Valdez for Wysocki with room. And a good tackle there by Nagel to slow things down. Charsky, the nearest Dolphin, cross off target and over the touchline by Tierney. Another goal kick for the Dolphins here. Villacrest will take the goal kick short. Albano moving forward slowly. She surveys. Still has some space. Closing in now. Zeeb as Albano sends it to Hilke. Nagel wanted Hilke again. But the Chargers take possession right back and move into the attacking third quickly. Wysocki for Zeeb along the far side. Zeeb working against Uwe. Cross. Offsides. Flag went up immediately. But that cross set up about as good a scoring chance as you could ask for right in front. Perhaps it was only so good because the attacker was offsides. Either way, it is yet another free kick to be taken by Sarah Villacrest. Just about 8 minutes to go. Here in the second half, we are tied at 3. And this has been a good one. Villacrest has it. And she will send that one into the midfield. A bit short of the midfield stripe. Didn't seem to get all of that one either. Stockel for Wysocki. Wysocki, left-footed shot is saved. Easy save there for Villacrest. Dolphins goalkeeper will take her time with it here. Punting into the wind. Had time up the near side. Harris has it. Friedman met by Buckley, and Buckley did keep it in, but Harris was there waiting. Albano intercepts that cross, and Albano is racing ahead with some speed. Albano approaching midfield. Wants to send it away, she does, and she couldn't connect with Nagel. Zeeb toward the center of the pitch. She's worked quite a bit on the wings. We haven't seen her in that territory much in this game. This is Ludwig met by Wysocki, and Wysocki has it. Her long shot beneath the bar and in! She just beat Villacrest beneath the crossbar as the Dolphins goalkeeper came up just short on the leaping effort. For the second time today, Isabella Wysocki has put the Chargers in front. This time, Dominican goes ahead 4-3. The Dolphins now trail by a goal with just over 6.5 to play. Dolphins were hoping to perhaps score their first win of the season, their first win at home. Instead now, they will look for an equalizer to perhaps earn a draw. Staten Island throw with about 6:10 on the clock. This is Thompson. She wanted Radavini, not strong enough on that ball. Radavini pressures in the midfield, joined by Thompson. Now Wysocki. Near side, Zeeb. Zeeb for Friedman on the give and go. That ball sent in front. And Stockel was there, just a step too slow. Villacrest punts it straight up in the air, straight into the wind again. That certainly has not helped the Dolphins here in the second half. Radavini in a foot race with Brunner. She tried to shoulder her off the ball, and it's going to be a Dolphins throw. Radavini waiting for a teammate to take that throw. It looks like it's going to be Charsky. Inside of 5:20 to play. Charsky will throw for Staten Island. The throw over Hilke, and Valdez sends it into the midfield. A lot of black jerseys parked in the attacking third of CSI. Dolphins will have to earn any space that they find on the attack. This is Villacrest. Again, looks to play it into the midfield. Charsky. Check that. That's Ludwig in the midfield. This is Hammond. Hammond wanted Nagel. Nagel was able to get a foot on it, but nobody home on that wing up the near side. Long shot by Thompson. Bounces straight into the arms of Arvidsson with inside of 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. Arvidsson will wisely take her time here. That's sent well beyond midfield. Albano chips it in the air. And that's off Hagerstrom and over the touchline. Throw in Staten Island. Uwe racing down to take it. And she will throw quickly for Nagel. Once again, it is cleared. Dolphins threw it in immediately. And again, it is sent out by the Chargers. Or perhaps by the Dolphins as Dominican gets set for a throw. Albano beaten by Zeeb, who was then grabbed. And they might get Albano with a yellow card here. So Albano does pick up the yellow, and I think that's certainly the right booking decision there, as she prevented a potential goal-scoring chance, grabbing the arm of Zeeb. Albano had aggressively moved forward to lend herself to a potential attacking play in the midfield, as that's sent toward goal. It is wide and handled on a fly by Villacrest. 3:20 to go now, as the CSI men's soccer team makes their way into the track and field complex. Kickoff for them about 1 hour away. That ball somehow managed to stay in, and that gives the Dolphins a chance here. Radavini dispossessed, but Hammond is there. Brunner went down on the play. Dolphins, I thought, perhaps might gain an advantage from that, and not in the officiating sense, just by virtue of the fact they had a one-woman advantage for a moment. This is Charsky with inside of 3 minutes to play. And nobody home on that pass. So I'm being told that our microphone is out. And I think the reason for that might be over here. So I'll go and take a look at our audio setup as play continues on the attack for the Chargers. reason we have no audio on our microphone is because we have no power.
Yep. Nagel higher as well. Stay with yes.
Write down the time.
Stay inside, Bella.
It's like it's 2:6
Good,
or
yep.
something.
Yeah, stretch it now, Nagel. Stretch it now, Nagel. Us. Heading forward. Kelly, get it up. Kelly, get us up. Kelly, get us up. On you, go. Wait, just Chloe, hold in for second ball.
For them.
Yep, ball
That'll
out.
tell us what it is.
Well, we'll have to worry about that after the game. As Uwe sends it toward the attacking third. We approach 1 minute to go. Well, we would love to down the final 10 seconds as usual, but that does not look like it's going to be possible. Chargers trying to bleed out as much time as they can here. Chargers forcing the Dolphins to come down. Well, we'll have to work on our audio setup after the game. A yellow card was issued down in the corner. There was a lot of contact, and with 8 seconds left, this game is effectively over following this booking. Dolphins won't be able to get the ball back down the pitch. Conversation was going on once again between the head referee and the Chargers bench, but time has effectively run out on the Dolphins here. Play yet to resume. Clock is stopped at 8 seconds. Dolphins will continue to pressure here, but that'll do it. As the clock hits zeros, and the Dolphins come up 1 goal short in their second home match of the 2024 season. Our final score, the Chargers of Dominican University 4 and the College of Staten Island 3. It was a back-and-forth, entertaining game. The Dolphins trailed 3 separate times by a single goal, got even each time. However, it was Dominican that scored the final goal of this one to put them ahead for good as they take the victory 4-3. The Chargers improved to 2-1 and pick up their second victory of the year against the East Coast Conference. The Dolphins pick up their second loss of the season and fall to 0-2-1. Be sure to join us back here on the ECC Network coming up in approximately 40 minutes as men's soccer will kick off at 4 p.m. against Bloomfield College. Our coverage ahead of that game will begin between 3:45 and 3:50, so be sure to join us around that time. Right back here on CSI Sportsnet, a proud part of the ECC Network. We will see you for our men's game coming up next.